We are live. We are live now. Okay. Hello, everyone, and good afternoon to you all. And I hope you guys are having a good weekend so far. And this afternoon, everyone is all relaxed and no stress coming up. Today we have a guest, but unfortunately, I don't think Diana is going to be joining us today. But we have our guest, Coach Malaika. She is a qualified in hormonal, in women hormonal and their fluctuation and the problems that women go through out, and some people don't really want to talk about it. So Coach Malaika, I'll leave the floor for you and you explain what your qualifications are so everybody can know what you do.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's a privilege for me anytime I get opportunity to come in and talk about women, because this is our and we should be.
Yes.
Like she said, I am a hormone expert. So I went to school and studied nutrition because I do find out that nutrition is very important and actually affects our body every day. What we do, nutrition affects your mind. So I'm a holistic nutrition health coach, wellness and consultant. I'm also a hormone expert and menopause. So anything that deals with our hormone, our ladies, I call them ladies. Because without the hormone, we really basically, as you guys can know, if you reach that part, your body started talking to you more. Yeah, so that's what I do. I help women stay healthy, eating well, and also help them to reset the hormone so they can live a better life.
Yay. This is something that a lot of us women, some women don't really want to talk about it because I don't know if it's because of the idea of us going old or the idea of is a no, not to talk about it. But what do you think? Don't you think it's better for women to talk about it because of their family, their spouses, and people around them? So because of the fluctuation of their hormones, what happened to them? They're in a different world, so they can have support.
Yeah, I think, when I'm looking on the perspective, I think because of the stigma in the society, the way people put a hormonal woman, when you see somebody say, oh, I have hormonal issues, or I'm going to menopause, they already categorize you as, oh, you are old. You are old and there's nothing else to do for you. And also in our culture, like my mom, for example, I never hear my mom talking about hormone or menopause. So she been through the whole process and I didn't hear about it. If she's sick one day, because she doesn't know also, nobody, and I don't think my grandmother know anything. But
no, they didn't know about it. Yes.
I think that's now this generation, and that's my calling. I don't want to let anybody, any woman around the planet, not even, I want everybody to be involved. That's why we creating groups and we want you guys to learn, because if I know my body and how I can manage my body, I don't know this is a process that we all going to go through at one point. So it's good for us to talk about our body is our body, and it's so tangible. When you eat, whatever you put in your body, you feel it. So there is a lot of ways that we can take off the body to the point that when we get to menopause, we don't feel like, oh, everything just like is over. No, life is not. It's just a transition. You're still going to have life, during menopause and after menopause. So we need to talk about it.
Yeah. So, okay. I hear that there's 3 stages of menopause because it's so confusing between pre-menopause, menopause, and early menopause. So what is the difference between all of them so people can really, because I've heard that some people get their menopause really early, even in their 30s or in your 40s or late 50s or early 50s, sorry.
Yeah.
So what would you say?
Yeah, so menopause is, the transition is in 3 phases. So we have what we call pre-menopause, and then we have menopause, and then we have post-menopause. So on the pre-menopause, that's where we start normally, according to science, after 40, a lot of women will start having signs. You will have probably your cycle become irregular. Some people that have issue with fibroids, your fibroid probably will be more even noticed now because the bleeding will change. You're also going to start having hot flashes. And a lot of time, by age 40, or it depends too, your gene. But that's one that we call early menopause, or what we call precoce menopause. That happens when people can have like a 35. And that's what I went through. I went through what I call it's not like you are now, according to the age, you are not supposed to be on menopause, right? But because of precondition, like if you have hormonal issues, for example, like hypothyroidism can actually affect your body to the point that you have all the symptoms of menopause. Some people that go into radiation, chemotherapy, or people that have their ovary removed. You can go after that ovary, the surgery, the doctor will tell you your body will go into menopause. So that's what we call, early menopause. You are not supposed to be in menopause because of precondition, you are menopause. But normally, according to science, by age 40, after 40, that's when you start seeing the changes. And at 51 years old, that's when actually you are officially into menopause. So you started again, the hot flashes. Some people, the hot flashes become really intense because it depends the food they are eating, how they nourish the body.
That's very important.
And then your menopause, official menopause, will go into a couple of years. And some people by the age of 65, some people they go into 70. It depends how you take care of your body. Then you in post-menopause. And where the symptoms will reduce, your ovary, they are really estrogen is like gone, especially you don't have, by that time, the woman is just like, okay, you know what, I got my freedom, at least I don't have any cycle,
It's like, hey, freedom at last. I'm done.
Yeah, we don't want to. Yeah, so that's why, for our group, I started at 35 because that's where everything started. Like chaos in my life started at 35. So if we started teaching people now, then before they reach 40, which is supposed to be the age where everything, your body changes, then they have some type of information they can take care of their body. Yeah, so those are the 2 stages of menopause.
Oh, wow. Funny you say that because I was the same basically. I never heard of menopause or think of menopause. I only think about it like, okay, you're old, but never thought of menopause to that degree.
Yeah.
Funny enough, now that I'm training and now that let's say I'm coaching people, eat this, eat that. So the deeper I get into it, and I'm 51 myself, the deeper that I get.
And you look good.
Thank you. See, taking care of you is very important. It's very makes you look young. You can run fast. You can do things. You're glossy when you carry them. The way you feel, the energy that you get from exercising. You don't. That's why I was very surprised, and I'm like, everybody's like, you're going to go through your menopause. I'm like, where is this menopause? I'm not feeling that menopause. What is it about? How is it? How am I supposed to feel? Because I was not feeling it until I gathered all this information. And then when I was 50, actually, when I got to 51, that was when I was this flashes. Okay, I normally just feel hot, but then I was like, oh, I'm feeling something. The body, the extra hot flashes, like, oh my God. I wake up, my clothes is actually wet, and I'm like, oh, I'm actually sweating. This is an extra thing. So I'm thinking that, okay, now the more I read about it, I'm like, okay, it's because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I eat healthy, and I train. Training used to be for me like a hobby. I used to be a hairdresser before. So it used to be a hobby. But with time, I tend to say, okay, I'm not going to do hairdressing anymore. I ended up being a personal trainer. So I'm like, now that I'm training, and I'm training even more than before, and I'm like, so what I'm actually doing is actually even good for me. And I'm putting in an example that even if you're in your 50s, you can still look good. You can still be active. You can still do things that you, and it's never too late. So my menopause symptoms, because I exercise, when you exercise, you get that, how do you call it? Endorphin?
Dopamine.
Dopamine, and then endorphins, it comes out and you feel, so my mood, okay, that's out of the door. But with the hot flashes, it reduces, but it's not like it took it away. It's still there, but then I feel much better. So in your opinion, like the food, does it play a big role in that?
Yes, food play a really big role, because a lot of times you hear people saying we are what we eat. This is so true. And the same thing with menopause. So if you condition your body to eat I would say junk food or food that are not healthy for you, your journey is gonna be full of a lot of trouble. Like I see people that I've seen people and coach people. People come to me and talk to me all the time. Some people walk with ice. Like every places they go, they have to have ice on their body because just how much the menopause is so intense, the symptoms. But when we eat good food, and like for you, for example, because you've been exercising, you take off your body. So even though you want to transition, your body didn't show up that much. You know what? That you are onto something. So if you didn't tell your story, nobody knows. Because the way you
Yeah.
condition your body. But for
Yeah.
some of us, we don't know nothing. We don't have any knowledge about it. We don't know. We just let the body do whatever. And the food is very important because what we put inside this body is going to affect you emotionally, physically, everything, every part. A lot of people have like issue with joints. And joint, there's a plenty of food, natural food that you can eat to help your body else instead of taking, pain medicine or painkiller.
Yeah.
So food plays a lot of role when it comes to menopause. I mean, as soon as you hit that, if you used to eat food that are not good for you, you have to back up and just think for a second. Let me nourish my body. You need a lot of veggies. You need a lot of protein, because your hormone changes. As soon as estrogen goes down, your body's going to start to take stuff from different places. And then that's your joint. You're going to feel it. Some people will feel it to their toes. Some people it's a dry skin. And for us women, beauty is everything,
Everything. Oh,
like
yes, it's
fresh.
number one. It's number one. That's like, we have to. We have
Yes.
to. We have to.
Yes. So we need to give each other grace and just eat well. Eat food that are good for you. And ask yourself, if this thing is gonna, it's gonna cheer me up, it's gonna lift me up, or this thing right here I'm eating right now is gonna make it. Because that's food that not create ego. That's the food that you finish eating, you feel like you just wanna lay down.
Yeah. So is it true? Is it true? Is like basically what you used to eat when you were in your 20s. Are you supposed to eat the same thing when you're in your mid-age? I'm not going to say the number, in your mid-age, for example, or in your menopause?
I think we should, as a human being or as a woman, I would say, I think we should take in consideration because things change. Your body on your 20s. I mean, I remember, let me tell you this funny story. When I was, and also I'm also background hairdresser. And I used to, that was my very first profession there. I used to work for Metro. And for Metro, we have to be on the hill and dress our willing as professional. And I would be there all morning doing hair.
Yes.
For 10, 12 hours. And I remember this lady, she's a really pretty woman. She's a German lady, my boss. And she'd be like, hey, Malaika, take some water. No, I'm fine. I was young then. I was so young.
Once upon a time, isn't it?
I'd be like, no, I'll be okay. But I promise you, when I hit 35, my body, everything that lady was telling me, I remember very well because I didn't take my body. So my body really went to the Harvard. 2017, that's when I went to the Harvard. 1 whole year I was sick and nobody could know what is really wrong with me. But it was hepatitis. So nutrition is very important. It's so true. When we select our food, we have to make sure you can't eat the way you eat 20s. Those food ones aren't going to be sustainable for you anymore. 40 because your 40, what happens? Your estrogen are going down very low, and estrogen are the thing that keep our body like our book, the woman size of us, like the thigh, your legs, your shape. That's estrogen that give us that feminine, look. So when you are losing things, become saggy, And I said, you know what? I mean, some of us, we have babies, okay? And thank God for that. Victoria's Secret is for that too. Everything I know needs to be kept, we can do a little bit better. Just eat, eat food that are good for you. And vegetables started with that. Vegetable alone, a bowl of vegetable every single meal is going to take you really, really high. Yeah. So I believe we need to change our diets as you reach age. Menopause, you're going to go into pre and then the menopause and then the post-menopause. Yeah.
But in my knowledge, I know that your body actually talks to you.
Yeah.
So what advice will you give someone that, okay, how do they listen to their body? Because in terms of like listening, so my body is telling me this is not good for me, let me not do it. But they tend to keep doing it and they don't understand. So
for example, like I told people will come to me and because when I do take people for coaching, I do the intake form and they will come to me and list ask the craving. And some people they feel like, oh, you know what, I'm craving. I don't think I'm sorry. I said, no, don't be sorry. Why? I said craving is a good language. Craving is your body is telling you that I need something. For example, if you're somebody that tends to crave sugar all the time, sugar basically means that you are lacking of energy. Because what is sugar? If we eat carbohydrate, carbohydrate go into your system, turn to sugar and feed you and turn to energy, right? So when you sit down and you just crave sugar, your body is telling you that I need energy. So any food, there's food that are high in energy, like you talk about brown rice. Brown rice is a good quality, quality of carbohydrate because it's not refined. But if you eat white rice, which is refined,
yes,
you're gonna get your sugar, but it's not the sugar that will be, sustainable because there's no fiber.
yes, yes.
So instead of go and grab cookie, go and get you a food that is rich, in a healthy carb, and then it's gonna be fulfilled because you eat what your body needs. But because we don't know how to read our body, when we hear sugar, okay, let me give you sugar. Some people, it may be chocolate. Okay, I want chocolate. Your body say you want chocolate, but your body just tell you that you need affection.
Yes.
If you get a hug from a friend or speaking of others, you will be okay. Your body doesn't know which affection comes from where. Yeah, it just needs that hug. You will be okay.
Oh my God. You've now make it even me. I didn't know that. I mean, look at the difference. It's like, it's true. Your body does not know. It's just like me saying that the body doesn't know morning and evening. So sometimes when they say they eat in the evening doesn't make you, eating in the evening doesn't make you put on weight because the body does not know evening and whatever. It's how much you put in your body and how much activity do you do and you burn. So that's interesting. So if you get a hug,
you will be okay. So a lot of people, like when clients come to me, I see, and I test this out. I can see people that are married and people that are single. Most of my single clients, when they're single and I'm coaching them, they are the one, like every week, it'd be like, I want chocolate. Before my period come, I just want some chocolate. And I say, you know what, that's what it is. If maybe they have a speaker for others, they have the husband or the partner or the, boyfriend, just for a hug alone, affection, or even your own child. If your own child hug you, that kind of calm down that, the urge. That's why your body is telling you that, give me some hug, give me some love. But we don't know. What we want to do is to go and give a big pie.
That's what they call emotion eating, because that's what they tend to do. They grab whatever they can grab, and food is the easiest to get hold of. You just take it and then they eat it. And I try to advise that don't shop when you're hungry. Don't shop and put things in your fridge which is not good. It's not good. Don't put it in your house for you to snack on. Have healthy stuff that you can snack on instead of just snacking on things which is not good for you. This makes a lot of sense. I didn't even know that. This is something I've learned today. This is very good. I said, because I'm like, okay, you see, so as much as we know things, we still lack information. The information is so much out there, no matter what, how much we know, we still lack the information. We still need to know more information. This is something that I didn't even know myself.
Yeah, and especially when it comes for women, because menopause being like a taboo for a long time in different culture, and nobody want to talk about it, nobody want to dig about it, just label you basically, oh, you are menopause, that's it. No. I think for women, being menopause doesn't mean, I say it's not a disease. Like ask my audience, is menopause a disease? No, it's not a disease.
No,
so why are we treating it as a disease? Why are we supposed to have a medicine or a prescription because we go to menopause? But because the society has to the point that we don't know, we don't have any knowledge about it. So we prefer to go to the doctor and say, you know what, I'm feeling achy, I'm feeling, and he said, oh, let me give you this medicine. But then the medicine also have side effects.
Yes.
And it just keep going, So the mission is that to inform everybody that we can manage this, we can go to menopause with grace. Without you being involved on any type of medicine, not choking that you can eat and help your body. Yeah.
And my advice, well, basically, I'm against like medication. So what will you say? Like, okay, I'm against medication. I prefer, because I have tested and I know, because I tend to do the right thing and I feel like, okay, I don't need it. But for somebody who has not gotten there yet and now they want to start, what will you tell them? How will you, medication or go right or patient? Because at the moment their hormones all over the place and they just want an easy quick to sort themselves out. So what do you tell them? What should they do?
Yeah, so for me, like in my practice, when I do meet people for the first time, the first thing we need to do when I do the health assessment, if I find out there's a menopause issues or hormonal issues, I do want to get that into a print. I want to make sure that what I'm seeing, the medical personnel can confirm it. So I will order a blood test, and we're going to measure all the hormones. Once that confirmed that I know, okay, this is hormone issues, which is menopause issues, now we're going to go and reset your hormone. And I do that with my patient. I reset. When you reset the hormone, the body just gonna start flourishing, because then you're going to transition, but you're going to transition to grace, your aching, your body, everything that you're going through. And some people tell me because they don't want to use like HR, for example, like, hormone replacement therapy,
yes,
which is a sensitized, hormone. They don't want it. They want their own body to function for them.
Yeah.
In order to do that, we have to naturally reset your hormone so your hormone can serve you instead of you taking, something that is a stranger basically to your body. Some people can swear and say, you know what, I take HR and I'm good, hormone replacement therapy works for me. But the thing with hormone replacement, just that they study throughout, there is some people that have like a cancer in their family or cancer in their gene. It won't work. That can make things complicated. So some doctors will say, I'm not going to go to that route. We're just going to do natural. And some doctors will say, you know what, that's the only option. So I told clients this, after you take all the information, you sit down and make your decision, which one you think will be better. And I'm just there to support my clients, but they also know that with natural remedy, because we see the result, it's very tangible. When you eat and you change your diet alone, your body will do exactly what your body is supposed to do.
You see, it's the patient. It's like, how do you, I don't even know how to even explain it. It's like, how do you explain to somebody, the patient, if you're a patient, you'll be able to get where you want to get, but then the patient is not there. They want quick fix. And some people will spend millions for a quick fix, but take your time, get there. They will say, no, we're not going to spend it. We're not going to do it.
But the thing is, because what we need to remember is that anything that happens to our body doesn't just start just one day.
See?
It's not like, okay, I'm here and then tomorrow, just like, no, actually take time. Monopause transition takes time. It's things that have been happening to you, probably you didn't pay attention, and then you reach to a point where, your body says, you know what, you got to fix me, or I'm not going to work for you anymore. So our body is like an engine. When people have a car, I see people wash their car all the time. They will do the tune-ups. So take our body like that too, that we need to regular basis, eat well, drink your water, exercising, and have that space where you can just sit down, internally and look into your life. Because sometimes if you don't pause, you are not able to see. If you are not pausing your life, sometimes it comes to you just some days, take some break. And pause and look into those areas that you need to nourish. So a lot of times, some people, it's not even the, a disease, it's the stress alone is already put their body into chaos. And exercise is one of those things that decompress, help you to feel better, because after you're exercising, you feel great, your body, your hormone. A lot of people going to menopause is because they're angry all the time because of your hormone is shifting. So you become irritable. A little thing just upset you. People go to like a brain fog. Some people go to digestion issues. But if we're taking care of our body before the menopause hits, you can able to, go through going to do the process with grace. We don't need to wait until we get on fire.
That's it. Prioritize. Yes. Oh my God. Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Just in case.
You see a lot of them, they're like, oh, I'm putting on weight. Oh, it's menopause. Okay, I give up on myself because it's menopause. Why should we give up to menopause? We should just listen, embrace it, for it to say, okay, this is what you need, do it. Instead of saying, okay, I'm okay, this is menopause, so I'm not going to do anything about it. There is something that I advise my clients that they should stop doing a lot of cardio. And I explained to them that your cortisol level goes up as crazy. And when that goes up, you will eat and eat and eat, and you just feel like you're hungry, you want to go, especially if you're on a weight loss journey. And you do a lot of cardio, jumping around, just sweating all the time. And I try to tell them not to. So what can you tell them why that doing a lot of cardio is not good for them? If you believe, maybe they'll hear it better from me.
Yeah, I believe, like the same way we talk about the food, like as you age, things need to change. Even think about it when we were a baby. Did your mom, a baby right now, are we going to give a solid food to a 1-month-old baby? No.
No.
Alone, right? And when you start growing up more, that's why they start introducing other food to your plate. The same way we need to reverse that. The same way with this body, as you're going older, things need to change. Like for me personally, for example, I study my body and I know how my body functions. I can't tolerate acid. Some of us have a lot of acid. I don't have a lot of acid in my body. So when you don't have a lot of acid in your body and you eat a lot of meat, your body cannot digest. So some people have bloating issues, digestion issue because they eat a lot of meat, a lot of protein. So I can't digest a lot of protein, so I know my body. Yeah. Or iron, I can't digest iron, so I need to help my body with vitamin C so I can digest my iron. So once you know what type of body you have and how to nourish that body, I think you will survive the menopause issues. Yeah. So from people that think, you know what, okay, I don't know what to do right now, what type of exercise, because the exercising as you jump in, right, you put in your energy, which normally with menopause, when your bones are getting, because of estrogen is getting decreased, your bones, your calcium are losing also. And people don't know that when you exercise, you do also losing mineral. So you have to drink water, take, nourish your body properly. So while you exercising, should like change it. Take yourself and see what my body is telling me. If I'm always running, like for me, I can't run the way I used to run. I used to run before. I used to do track when I was in high school. But because I need to listen to my body, if I run for 1 week, my body gonna feel some type of pain. So I reduce my running, especially for menopause. Walking is a great idea if you have a coach that can take you, and because you want to tone, you want to tone your body like you doing, you want to
like more.
And tone your body, but people just need to know what type of exercise are good for them, because the body is not created equal. Like what can work for me doesn't gonna work for you, because it depends on how we eat, where we come from, what our parents, eat before even be pregnant to us. So when you listen to your body will lead you to what type of exercise should you do that you can go to this menopause journey with ease. Yeah, it's very important. Personalizing exercising, and I know you are. You are great on that, to help everybody.
And the best exercise would be like strength training, cycling, swimming, jogging, yoga, Pilates. Well, I can go on, there's more, but these are just the basic one. And if you can't at all any of those, walking.
Walking. That's for me, that's
dance till you drop. Don't just at one place and you dance till you drop. This is as easy it gets. Don't complicate matters and think, oh my God, this, and you look at other people. Okay, let's say you're looking at me, example, I'm carrying heavy. Don't look at me, I'm carrying heavy, because I've been doing this for a long time. This is what my body is doing. But look at yourself, what can I do? What can I carry? Start from there and build and go further. Instead of doing it, thinking that, oh no, I want to start move. As you said, a baby doesn't start walking straight away. It takes time before they get there.
Exactly.
So our advice and tip for everyone, if you guys are listening. And then one last question. Do you think diet is good for menopause, pre-menopause or menopause, or a menopause woman?
I think diet.
Because there are different kind of diet. There is it's fasting, For me personally, I don't think diet is advisable. For me, any diet is not advisable. But lifestyle, don't deprive yourself of anything. That's what you should be concentrating on. So what do you think in terms of...
Exactly. And I am the same. So for diet, I think even when you look into like, people come back with all this type of diet because they went through the process and probably work for them. But I don't like, on my practice, I told my clients, we are not dieting, but we are actually changing lifestyle.
Yes.
So when it becomes lifestyle, that means that's how you eat now. So it's not like if I said, and when people come to me, people that come for, they'll be like, oh, are you going to take my food away? No, I'm not taking your food away for being your health coach. Actually, I'm putting food into your plate.
Yes, and I want to study more. You should eat more, but what kind of food you should eat?
Exactly. I want to study your body and see what your body like. Like I have a client that came to me and we were working for a while now. She said, every time I eat carb, I feel like I'm sleeping all the time. And I said, let's put it to test. And I said, you know what? This is what happened to your body. The sugar level of the carb that you're eating, your body cannot tolerate. So whatever we change it, give you a carb that is sustainable. Instead of you going and get French fries, you can get potatoes. Instead of getting like white rice,
brown rice.
You can get brown rice. You know, so and it's sustainable organic food. We nourish your body better. So diet, if you finish this diet, so what's gonna happen tomorrow? I may go into 2 weeks diet. So you're gonna go back to the junk. So lifestyle change is always the best. And I tell people, when you study your body and you nourish your body what your body needs, 99% your body will heal itself. That's like automatic. Your body will heal itself, but it comes also with patience. If you any lifestyle you change today for 2 weeks, you know, you may not, because some people will stand, oh, I didn't see anything yet. Just wait. Because you didn't gain weight over the, you know, over the sun.
Over the time, it took time, even to get the weight you are, the weight.
Exactly.
It took gradually, it took time. It wasn't
exactly.
like.
Yeah. And this particular client of mine, she lost like 10 pounds. Just, I didn't tell her not to eat this and not to eat that. What we do, just study the body and feed the body what the body needs. Now it become a lifestyle. It's the way I'm eating now. And then your brain doesn't be like, the brain doesn't, oh man, I don't want to eat that. Oh no. I don't like that. When you feel that kind of like deprivation, like, oh man, I can't eat this. No. Actually, when you say I can't, your body says, oh no, you will. You will.
That's it. The opposite. It's true. It's very, very true. Yeah. It's very, very
lifestyle at the best. You know, like with my patient too, I do customize what I call monopause meal plan. That what I do is I take food that I know is good for the body, like estrogen, rich food, you know, have a lot of vegetables. So I classify them like that, and I make a meal plan for them. And I just have them because some people are busy, they can't go to the grocery store and grab. But actually, if you make them a meal plan, it's easy to go grab them and cook them. So those also is great for you. As you eating this way, it become a lifestyle. After a couple of weeks, 21 days it takes for the body to, you know, any lifestyle that you do. But 21 days, your body kind of, okay, I think I get what you're doing right now, and I need to follow. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So I hope everybody here has understood what's going on here. It's all about being patient. Listen to your body, be patient, and prioritize yourself. Those are the things which are so important about us. We women, we should all support us each other and help each other, because somebody can relate to me, somebody can relate to Malaika. So maybe different people can relate to different people, because we are not all the same. But if we talk about it, our family, our friends, they will help us and they will understand what we are going through, instead of us snapping at each other and they won't understand what's going on. Either you're going crazy or something, and then you get even more upset and uptight.
Yes, exactly. And just information like you started right there, that's just amazing. That's what we all need to get involved. People need to, when somebody get up and say, you know what, let me put the team together, we're gonna support women. And to, you know, support those people that create those groups, because we want the information to be out. The more I know, the more I'm well informed, then I can take off my daughter. Like, I don't want my daughter to go to WhatsApp, you know. I don't want that to happen. So I am a generation changer. I'm changing the pattern, you know, of the menopause. That would be like a stigma, be like taboo. I'm changing that. People have that. Everybody needs to get involved. We all need to share the information. We all need to do, you know, the step. Be practical. I like to be practical, because every time I'm practical, I can see the result, very tangible. You know?
Interesting. So on that case, we will stop it here. We have so much. I mean, if we stay here, we'll stay till tomorrow. We're not going to stop. But at the moment, it's like we can answer questions. So what we can do is, if you have any questions, any doubt, anything that is bothering you and you feel like you cannot answer, you can just leave a comment and then we'll get back to you as soon as we can. So just follow this page, and then we have more for you. We can gather more information and we can let you know. So on that case, we're going to leave it here. And thank you guys for watching. And I want you guys to have a very good weekend. And we have more for you the following week. Probably Malaika we will invite her again. Probably not next week, but we'll let you know when she will come on again.
Awesome.
Yeah. So if any last word for everyone?
Yeah, I just want to say, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and some of you guys that will watch later, knowing that part, you know, going to menopause is not a death sentence, and you can come or go through with grace. You just need knowledge, application of that knowledge, you know, that's the wisdom of it. And then you will feel much, much better. Like I said before, if you give your body what your body needs, 99% your body will heal itself. The body already been programmed that way. A lot of times, because we just don't know. And that's where we suffer. So, and don't suffer alone. You have a great group.
We're here. Don't suffer alone. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate
it. Thank you too. Thank you. I appreciate it as well. Thank you for all your information as well.
You're welcome. See you next time.
See you. Bye. Bye, everyone.